Hi, everybody. Laura here. So glad you're joining me today. I have a project from Mama Elephant. I'm featuring several of the new products that came out in their November release. I've got those cute lunar animals. I'm using the I Like You stamp set as well as the all prettied up creative cuts. There's like 3 or 4 different, and I'm using 2 of them right here, the scalloped rectangle and the scalloped circle, and these are really pretty. They give you a nice scalloped edge with some stitching, faux stitching detail as well. It's really pretty. I guess that's why they call it all prettied up. Hello. And I am using some soft stone polka dot pattern paper. This is by Paper Tray Ink, and I love soft stone polka dots. I love polka dots. And then for the bow, I use some hibiscus burst stripe, and I mean pretty much you slap a bow on anything and it's good. You know what I mean? You can make the ugliest card on earth, but you slap a bow on it and somehow it's cute. So that's what I'm going for. I've got my cute bow. And then one more thing that's also part of the all prettied up is this box die, which I am going to die cut onto some craft cardstock. And this is kind of a 2-part die. You got the top of the box and the bottom. You would hear them together and it looks like an open box. It's got a little slit in the top of it where you can slide something in it, which I'm going to do with these lunar animals. I'm going to put the kitty and the dog together in a box. Yes, I know that would probably never happen in real life, a cat and a dog in a box together. But in my world, yes, it happens. So I've got my tabby cat here. Of course, I'm going to color him yellow like my kitty Bella. And it's just the way it's got to be. And I've got my Copic marker caps up there so you can see which ones I use. I sped this up so it didn't drag on too long. This video is a little longer than I prefer. I think it's getting up into the 7.5, 8 minute, which is long for me. I like to keep my videos around 5 minutes if I can. So let's talk about the puppy dog. I'm taking my Copic multi-liner, and what I'm doing is something really cool. I'm going to put some spots on my puppy dog. I thought, I wanted to make him a little bit different than the cat. Sometimes I knew the dog was either going to be brown or black, and my cat's kind of a yellowy brown, and I wanted to make him a little bit more distinct. So I thought by putting spots on him would just give him that extra, something to make him stand out. And so there you go. You got your spotted dog, and I'm going to color him kind of light gray with some darker gray spots. I'll tell you, every single time Mama Elephant creates a stamp set with animals in it, I die. They literally hit it out of the park every single time with the adorable factor. And I know a lot of people feel the same way as me. They just love a cute image that will bring a smile to someone's face. That's what this is all about. Have you guys been getting involved with the Sharing Handmade Kindness campaign with Jennifer McGuire? Well, I got to tell you a story about what happened. So, Jennifer McGuire sent me a box of those gorgeous foiled cards. And on the back, she had stamped, I don't know how she did it, but it said like Sharing Handmade Kindness. It had her website on the back of it. Well, my daughter, Bailey, she took one of those cards and made it out to her teacher. She wanted to write a card to her teacher. She's a real... she loves to give cards. I never told her to give a card to her teacher. She wanted to do it. That's just kind of how she is. So she made this card and gave it to her teacher. And I had no idea. The teacher turned it over, saw the website, looked up Jennifer's website, fell in love with the whole challenge and the idea. The next day, she had the whole class watch Jennifer's video on the screen there. And then she had the class all make cards, and they gave them to each other. And she took a picture and she sent it to me. Here, I'll show you what it looks like. So here's Bailey and her 6th grade class, all the kids together with the cards that they've made and gave to one another. And I wrote the teacher back. I said, I just think this is so fantastic that you got on board with this. I was just shocked. And she said, oh, you would not believe how the mood in the class changed. It was just so lifted when everybody was encouraging and being so kind to one another. It really lifted the atmosphere in the room. And I was just elated to hear such a great story, and Bailey's very lucky to have such a wonderful teacher. So that was a highlight of my week. Now, would you like to hear the worst part of my week? My oldest daughter, Alex, comes home on Monday, and she was fine, just like she normally is. And then at night, she started feeling sick, and it turned into excruciating pain on her right side of her stomach, and really, really bad. She was throwing up, not to give you too much information, but whatever. She was feeling terrible. And I thought, I don't know, is this food poisoning, something she ate? Is it the flu? Maybe she's got appendicitis. I just don't know. I was going to like wait it out and kind of see. I'm not a real type of a person to just run to the doctor. We're just not really like that. We kind of like to wait until we're like really sure that it's something we need to go to the doctor. But then after a while, I realized, you know what, this is bad. This is not good. And we need to go. So my husband took her, and you know what it was? She had a kidney stone, and I felt so terrible that she had to go through that. And so she comes home. She missed the next day of school, just kind of laid in bed and didn't do a whole much of anything, didn't eat, trying to pump her with as much water as I can. And then the next day she felt great. And I don't know if she passed the stone or not. The doctor said it was the size of a pencil eraser, which I'm thinking is pretty big, especially for a 14-year-old girl to have a kidney stone. I don't know. So I've been trying to pump her full. She's really a water drinker. She doesn't like soda. She doesn't really drink juice. She always has drank a lot of water, but they don't, in the high school now, they won't let you bring water to school. You can't carry a water bottle with you. I guess they can't be sure what's actually in that water bottle these days. So, but I had to call the nurse and say, listen, she needs to have water with her all the time. And she also needs a perpetual bathroom pass so that she can go to the bathroom when she needs to. And they were really supportive and willing to help her with whatever she needs. And it's been great. So yeah, there's the two sides, the highlight and the down, the worst part of my week. And now we are putting together this cute bow, and you could see my hair there. I really need to dye my roots. Holy smoky joes, especially before Thanksgiving. I got the whole family coming over. The last thing they need to do is see my roots when I'm cutting the turkey. And oh, aging is no fun, I'll tell you that. So I'm putting little glossy accents on this bow, and I'm using my tweezers. These tweezers are great because they hold it, they kind of clamp it shut. So you can put on your glue, clamp it shut, let it dry, and that will hold it together. And while I'm babbling away, you can see that I'm basically just assembling my card. I love this bow. Pretty much slap a bow on anything and you're good to go. And then last, for our sentiment, what we're going to do is I'm going to take this script friend die. This is by Mama Elephant. I die cut 4 of those. I'm using my spray adhesive to adhere those all together to give it some nice thickness. You know how I like to do that. And then just for a little something, little added detail, I take a little bubble gum pigment ink. This is Mama Elephant pigment ink. I'm taking a little bubble gum with my ink blender and adding just a little bit of shading on the bottom half of that word die cut, just to give it a little extra added detail, taking a little bit of glossy accents to adhere that down. And then last but not least, the sentiment, which I should have stamped before I adhered my panel with foam tape. Please don't make the mistake that I do. But so that's why I pulled out my Misty, because I figured it would give me the best results, if possible, stamping this now that I've already mounted it on my card base with foam tape. But look, I was shocked at how good it turned out. So that is all there is to it. This card is finished. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day. And to all my American friends out there, I wish you a very happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next time.